Page 118, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. 4/4 time, let's talk about this one hand at a time. We're starting out in the right hand, third finger on E, and so we're in this position. So it's one rest, and you rest the rest of the measure in the second measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, let's go to the second line. It's not much going on there to the last measure. Look at that. It's a B and a G. Stay in this position. Just move the thumb down. Remember I said before that the little finger and the thumb have to be able to cover two notes. It's just the way it is. Eventually you develop a feel for that, so you don't even have to look at the keyboard. You just know what it feels like to move the finger one key over. Let's go over to the top of page 119. A C and a G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie. See, that's tie. So you're going to hold it down to the next half note. I'll explain the dotted double bars in a minute. I'll come back to that. Going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just half notes. Left hand. You're starting out with second finger here. That puts you in this position. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you rest, and then you come down one here. C and a G. So we just moved one key. The whole hand moved. Next line, you get a rest, and you got to go back up. So during the rest, you come back up one key. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another rest. Here you stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, tie. That's tied to the whole note. Next line is the same as the first on page 119. You ended 118 in this position. So at the top of page 119, you're here. Then an F and a G. And then at the end of the line, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Like so. Next line, the half notes. You can get those, I hope. Third line down. C and a G. And then next measure is a B and a G. Just come down. Your little finger comes down. I kind of spread out because it's more comfortable. But really, I'm in this position. It's just more comfortable to relax. And when I relax, that's where the hand goes. Okay. Put the hands together. At the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3. Get the idea how this goes. I don't want to spoon feed it to you. I want you to read the music and be able to figure it out on your own. Over on top of page 119, we're up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So the C's tied. It's the left hand that goes from here to here. All the time you're tying here. And then next line. 2. Playing the same notes in each hand, different fingers, but same notes. Articulation, phrases. Just connect these. It's got to sound like one hand played it all. Just connect. You can't connect repeated notes. Do the best you can. Lift up at the end of the lines is the end of a phrase, the end of a slur. So forth, so put in the phrasing. Then we add the dynamics. Moderately loud, that's the melody. Now, they have a crescendo at the end of the first line. It's a typical interpretive thing in music. See, music wants to flow. It's got to feel like it's moving someplace. If you have a bunch of repeated notes, they're not moving any place. It's just a bunch of repeated notes. And one of the ways we interpret that is to give it flow. We crescendo just a little bit. You feel it. Make it feel like it's going to that whole note. To here. Well, if you're moderately loud here, then you're going to go up to loud. I don't recommend that. I recommend that you come down before you go up. So we go up, back up to moderately loud. Don't get loud here. So it's not going to be moderately loud the whole line. Come down here to moderately soft, and then go back up to moderately loud. Then second line, now you're coming down soft, and the right hand is very soft, because that's the melody. We want to hear that. And then you do it again in the last line, same as the first. Now on top of page 119, we're loud here. That's that note. Everything else is under it. And all the time I'm playing this, I want to hear this. Then the next line, moderately soft. Come on. Don't get loud to the last measure, so plan this out, because there's not a lot of difference between moderately soft and loud, and if you're not careful, you'll be loud by the end of the second measure. So here, next measure, I'm moderately soft, still moderately soft, now moderately loud, now loud. So it's like every 2 measures there I changed or something. Soft, and do it again. Thing. It's the idea. You got to get comfortable with it that you can start feeling these dynamics. The dynamics they're giving you in this arrangement are suggestions. They're giving you guidelines to go by. So take them into account, but once you get to know the piece and start feeling the piece, make it yours. And if you feel it different than that, go for it. You see, this is an arrangement, and as such, we can rearrange it, but we got to learn to play it the way it's written first, and then rearrange it. If it were a classical piece and that's the way the composer wrote it and so forth, then you don't rearrange anything. Play it the way it's written. Speed-wise, how fast? Some people sing it slow, some people sing a little faster. It's just, I don't know. We're going to take it slow in the play with me because I want to check notes and rhythms. Now, for pedaling, they've added pedal here mainly to connect the repeated notes, but it also helps to add the overtones to the dynamics. See, we pedal for specific reasons. We don't just pedal to pedal. So at the beginning, there's no pedal here. But here, it helps to connect these. And we're crescendoing, and so the overtones, it'll help us build it up. And then lift up before you go on. See, they're showing the pedal is overlapping. I would suggest you lift the pedal with the hands so there's a little silence before we go to the next slur. So it's lift up. We don't need any pedal in here because this is nice and soft and gentle. And then the last line is the same as the first. When you get over to page 119 on the second line, we're building up here and I want to connect these. I am connecting this, the last 2 measures, I'm overlapping. So I'm lifting the pedal after I play the note in the last measure here. So again. And again, you can almost get away with pedaling all of this loud part. Just change it with each measure if you do, because the harmony changes. Here. And lift it up. If you do that, lift it up before you do the half note on some. At measure 24. Need to do that. So forth. Now, roadmap wise, let's talk about this a little bit. You got this weird thing going on at the top of page 19 at the end of the line where the 2 double bars are dashed lines. And there's a fine there. Well, if you look at the bottom of the page on 119, at the end of the piece, above the staff there's a DC Alfine. Now DC means go back to the beginning. Just, okay, so we automatically from that point go back to the beginning. Alfine means go to fine, and the fine is at the top of page 119 where the dashed lines are. So that's where we're going to end it. You see, the thing is, on the second line on page 119, that is a pickup beat, pickup measure to that coming. And so the first part of the rest of that measure has to be someplace. And what it is that the last measure, the first line, they split the measure up. Because if you play it straight through without the DC, it's fine. It just works out fine. It would be one measure. The last measure, the first line there, here, and the first note of the next line, that would all be one measure. They would have combined that. They wouldn't have split it like they did. But because there's a DC Alfine there and you're going back and you're ending it at the end of that line. So don't get too confused on that or hung up on it. Now I'd like to play this very slowly with you to double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do the dynamics. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's go. Or let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to the beginning. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, there's a duet at the bottom of the page. I'd like to play that, and you play what you just played. I'm going to speed this up quite a bit, and I need you to go up an octave again. So just pretend middle C is an octave higher on the keyboard, and instead of here, you're here. Here, and we'll play it together. Now if you're playing with someone on the same keyboard, they will work the pedal. You don't need to work the pedal, so let them do it. If you're playing on separate keyboards, you can work the pedal if you want. So go ahead and put your hands up here where they go. Here. 1, 2, 3, go. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Four.